Hello, welcome back. So yeah, it was just some computer software that I don't use. So I uninstalled that because it was like running in the background. So yeah, so now everything's back to normal. Yeah, okay. Yeah, some computer software like the kind of that I don't use. Yeah, sometimes they run in the background. So yeah, all I gotta do is uninstall it because I no longer use that software. Okay, so I got some memos, I mean, notes I wrote over there, something I want to talk about. Okay. So let's talk about race, not racism, but slavery. Okay. So back in about 1000 AD, okay, about 1000 AD in Europe, okay, uh, that's the time of the Vikings, okay, Vikings, somewhere around there, maybe 800 AD, 1000 AD, something like that, okay, Vikings. What they used to do, not just Vikings, okay, some just Northern Europeans before they became Christians, okay. Uh, it was just like any other countries, like in Africa, in Europe. It has nothing to do with race, slavery, okay. So white people back in the days, like 800 AD, 1000 AD, I guess it's something like that, okay. They used to fight each other and they enslaved the conquered people in conquered region, like prisoner of wars. Okay, and they were known as thralls. Thrall, thrall. Okay, English word like enthrall. It means enslave. So I'm enthralled. It means like I'm enslaved. I'm obsessed. I'm engrossed into this topic. It just captivates my mind and my time. I'm obsessed with this topic of like Trump or COVID-19 or LGBT issue or uh, what other ideologies are enthralling, obsessing, COVID-19 or climate change, that kind of stuff. Okay, so yeah, thrall means slave. Okay, and thrall historically refers to white slaves enslaved by white people. Okay, they are prisoner of wars, and they are like villagers of conquered by some another tribe in northern Europe, like Vikings. Okay, so yeah, so in Europe, yeah, they used to have slaves, white slaves owned by white people. Okay, another category being a white slave back in the days, if they borrowed money and failed to pay them back, then they become slaves of those money lenders. Okay. Yeah. So slavery also exists in Africa as well, between black people in Africa. Okay. Yeah. Typically prisoners of wars, different African tribes, they used to war each other like people like in like Zulu, that's South Africa. Okay. Sub-Saharan region, Zulu people. Yeah, the great warrior Shaka. Okay. Yeah. Controversial figure, just like Julius Caesar, Napoleon, then Genghis Khan, right? Yeah, it's all the same. Okay, so they had war slaves. Okay, the or villagers who conquered cities, and they became slaves, and they sold them. Okay, as properties, or sometimes some prisoners of wars, they were killed, executed, beheaded, or hanged. Sometimes some African warring tribes, after they have the slaves, back in 1500 AD, they sold those African slaves owned by African. They were black, okay, and some of them sold those African slaves to Europeans. That's the transatlantic slavery, transatlantic slave trade. Okay, so So that's the true history of about slavery. It has nothing to do with races. Okay, yeah. We know this because we study wide variety of history. Like we study African history, European history, American history. We study everything. Okay, so because we are students, continuing adult education, right? Yeah. But media, politicians, or most people like celebrities, or they're just too busy. Okay, or everybody else. Okay, other than us, who are secular scholars, private academics, who just love studying, love learning, right? They don't know about this. Okay, we do. This is welcome to humanology. It's knowledge sharing space. Okay, so yeah, let's take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then we continue. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I mean, Me running for some public offices. I mean, to me, it's an excuse to learn something new from people and from literatures like Wikipedia, other web pages or books, and also share my knowledge with others, and also excuse for me to socialize with people. Yeah, so me getting elected or not, it to me it's not that personally. Yeah, it might be nice. Me becoming famous, I would enjoy that. Money, power, fame, sure, but I'm okay either way because without me running for public offices, okay, would not have made friends like you and in like social media. So it's good to have friends like you and other people through my political activities. To me, that's not good enough. Also, me running for public offices, uh, probably is better for the world. Why? Because I think I'm more knowledgeable than other politicians. Okay, like President Biden, President Trump, President Obama. I think I'm a lot more knowledgeable than those three people. Okay, I think so. That's what I think. Yeah. Uh, but in the past, Abraham Lincoln and Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, they were avid learners. They loved books. They loved studying. Okay, so Lincoln, James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, they were extremely knowledgeable people. Yeah, and I think they made very greatest presence in American history. And if I become U.S. president, I think it's good for America and the world because I'm a very knowledgeable person. Okay, because I study. Okay, so I keep running. Yeah. So Zoom meetings of local governmental agencies. Sometimes I get to speak, sometimes I don't. Because some other meetings they don't have audience participation sections. Okay. Uh, was some other meetings have those audience participation section, but sometimes they just go on like forever. And I set a limit. Okay, it cannot go past like 9:30. Then I will have to leave that Zoom meeting. Why? Because I have to come here to humanology because I need this catharsis, kind of brain dump. Also, I drink when I do humanology, right? I need this for relaxation of the day, and after that, I eat, watch some documentaries, and go to bed and get back to work tomorrow. Okay, so yeah. So there's this one meeting. They didn't have formal audience participation section, but I think they kind of wanted me to speak, but it was like past 9:30. So I did not want to burden anybody for my 3 minutes because it's been a long meeting. So I kind of recused myself, but maybe next time, right? Yeah. But yeah, they didn't have quite formal audience participation section, but I think they kind of wanted me to speak. Okay, but I didn't want to burden them because the meeting was very long. It was like 9:30. It's been going on like something like 3 hours. Okay, so everybody was tired, so I did not want to burden them. Okay, so okay, yeah. And what else? PETA. I mean, there's some jokes about it. Yeah, people eating tasty animal, but PETA stands for People for Ethical Treatment of Animals. Okay, it's I think it's a kind of international organization. I think it's an American organization. Okay, nowadays they're kind of like bullies. Okay, in America, in Alaska, America, we have this Iditarod, Mosher, dog sledge competition every year in March, I think. Okay. Uh, but they used to have corporate sponsors like ConocoPhillips, BP, like British Petroleum. But PETA convinced those big corporations to stop sponsoring Iditarod winter dog sledge race. Why? They see those dogs as of this winter competition as animal cruelty. So those big corporations stop sponsoring Iditarod. So the way I see PETA or EPA, what EPA did, I mean, they're not quite doing very good job. Okay, this Huntington Beach oil spill. EPA's job is to prevent those industrial accidents from happening by annual inspection. Okay, they didn't. They're too busy. EPA is too busy protecting swamp, wetlands, which is absolutely useless lands. Wetlands, they are not ecologically significant at all. We don't need to protect swamp like wetland. Okay, but EPA, I guess they're kind of swamp people. So swamp is their god, their identity. I think that's why. Uh, but it's not fair to blame EPA. They didn't make that law though. Something like 404C in the Clean Water Act. It was legislators who wrote that law, and EPA is just enforcing it. Okay, but it's a bad law. Okay, if I become U.S. senator, I'm gonna get rid of that law. Okay, swampland, wetland, they don't have any significance. But yeah, they have a lot of carbon because acidic wetland it prevents decomposition by bacteria. So those carbons that vegetation it get preserved under the ground, and that's what becomes coal. Okay, so they store a lot of carbons underneath the wetland. Okay, so and EPA politicians they subscribe to this climate change ideology, so they don't want carbon dioxide in the air. They want to keep it under the ground. But that's misinformation. That's wrong knowledge. That's not scientific. Okay, there's nothing wrong with global warming and climate change. In my opinion, global warming, climate change is a good thing. It will make this planet greener. Okay, plants need carbon dioxide, and plants are the carbon capturers. We don't need carbon capture technology. Okay, we need carbon dioxide in the air so that plants can grow. Plants need carbon dioxide. Okay, they don't know. What do they know? Okay. Give me 1 second. So what EPA did in remote villages in Alaska is that some remote villages in Alaska and some other states too, they're private property owners, and if private property is a wetland, uh, by this section 404C, by the law that EPA enforces, you cannot develop this land, even if it's a private property. You cannot build buildings, or you cannot drain this wetland. You have to just leave it alone. It's a bad law. Okay, if you violate it, yeah, you can go to prison, and you can pay very hefty fine, like $35,000 per day, which is insane. Okay, and a gentleman in Alaska, who's from Poland, Polish American in Alaska, he actually went to jail. Okay, EPA bullyism. Okay, environmental bullyism. They pick on small people like that. Okay, and some another state like I think it's Idaho or something. Okay, they try to arrest him. Okay, or make him pay a fine, and he challenged that law in court. He sued EPA in court. He lost, and that case went all the way to U.S. Supreme Court. I think it was like 20 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that. Okay, and they won 9-0 decision, Supreme Court. Okay, so uh, but EPA said, well, yeah, we lost the litigation, this legal case, but we're not going to change any of our policies. We're not going to change our policies. Some government agencies like that, okay, they don't really respect Supreme Court decision, okay. I've seen that before. Okay. They just ignore it. They just do whatever they want, okay. So American governmental system, politics is far from perfect. It's but it's improving, okay, over time slowly, but it's not perfect. We have a long way to go, okay. What else? So PETA, EPA, those environmentalists, okay, many times they're kind of bullyism, okay, environmental bullyism. They pick on small people, okay, so for their own satisfaction. They're kind of predatory that way. Yeah. They enjoy destroying businesses and private ventures and organizations in the name of environmentalism, okay. But behind that, their true motivation, they're obstructionists and destructionists. They enjoy winning, defeating people, destroying things. That's very predatory, okay? So yeah, the copium predation, right? Wolf disguised as a sheep, okay? That's today's hyper pro environmentalism, okay? It say it's a good ideology, but it's a very bad ideology and destructive ideology that hinders human progress in the name of environment, okay? They say, yeah, they come up with very unscientific, pseudoscientific, wrong, very wrong theories like, oh, carbon dioxide in the air, it will make ocean more acidic and it will destroy all the coral reefs. That's wrong. That's not true. Oh, carbon dioxide, they mix water with water and they become acidic. The ocean will become more acidic and all the coral reef, they will die because it's too acidic. That's a lie. That's a falsehood. Why? I challenge them. Yeah, you have litmus test, right? This piece of paper to measure acidity. Ocean water, it cannot be acidic. Why? I mean, swamp, wetland, they are acidic because they are standing water. There's no water flowing in or going out. And there's this like moss, this vegetation that actively make this swamp land acidic. Yeah, they are acidic, swamp, wetland, okay? But ocean is open ocean. They cannot be acidic. Okay, so I challenge them, environmentalists, yeah, go to Australia, this barrier reef, with your litmus test piece of paper and see if they come out as acidic. I bet you it won't. Because it's open ocean. Okay, water current circulation they mix together. Okay, so it cannot be acidic. Maybe for a fraction of a second, and it become very quickly neutralized. Why? Acid, that's H plus, hydrogen atom, okay? Because it's electrically positive, it immediately attracts negative ions like OH minus, and they come together and they become water H2O. Okay, Electricity does not exist in nature for very long. It's only transient because plus positive charge, negative charge, they attract each other. That's the science. Okay. So these environmentalists, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know. They do not know science. Even the basic science, they don't know. Okay. It's junk science. Today's environmentalism. Okay. I love nature, but environmentalism, the kind of theory that they have is unscientific. It's junk science. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's take 5 minutes break. Okay. Thank you. Then we talk about homelessness situation. Okay. Something I learned from professionals. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay. So let's see. What else? Uh oh, Dragon Ball. Yeah. I remember this Dragon Ball Japanese animation. Okay. It was very they have this round ring, okay, this competition of martial arts, right? So Mr. Sonogong, that's Korean pronunciation. I don't know how to pronounce it in Japanese. Okay, Sonogong, the main character, the monkey boy, right? Uh, and his friends went to. They have this Turtle, Mr. Turtle, Master Turtle, the master martial art. They got trained by him, and they went to this competition. Okay, martial art competition. Okay, so later on, they learned how to fly. So in this Dragon Ball, this competition, martial art competition, is this round ring, right? And you lose if you fall out of that ring and land on the ground. Then you lose. But later on, they learn how to fly. So even if they got thrown out of the ring, they stay in the air. That was so cool. They learned how to fly. Japanese animation, but it's kind of hinted. They got, I guess they got this Japan. I don't know his name, but Japanese animator who created this Dragon Ball. He learned heavily from Chinese martial art, like kung fu, because the costume that this like Sonogong and his friends and Mr. Master Todo, their costume is not Japanese costume; it's Chinese costume, worn by martial artists. Okay, so this animator, Japanese animator of Dragon Ball, I guess he studied a lot about Chinese kung fu. Okay, because all these forms, yeah, that's very Chinese kung fu. Okay, and in Chinese martial art kung fu movies, they fly, right? Yeah, that's very traditional Chinese kung fu movies, kung fu flicks. Okay, yeah, they fly. Okay, one more note. Okay, in ecology, botany. Okay, uh, the tundra, taiga, and savanna. Was tundra is way up north. There are no trees. Even in Matsu Valley, right here, we have mountains. Mountain tops, they're tundra. There are no trees. Just shrubs, grass, moss, lichen, but no trees on mountain top. Okay, it's tundra. That's tundra. Okay, no trees because it's just too cold. Okay, or too windy. Okay, taiga. Taiga is, yeah, in Alaska we have taiga. What is taiga? Coniferous trees, needle leaves, like pine trees, spruce trees. That's taiga forest. Hmm? Savanna. Savanna is like in Africa. Okay, there are trees, but every now and then, somewhere in Africa, there are trees. Yeah, because it rains every once in a while, but every now and then, sparse trees, and they are like broad leaves, like deciduous trees. Okay, so that's savanna. Okay, in Africa, there's this interesting looking bird. It's a flying bird, but mostly they walk. It's called secretary bird. Secretary bird. It has long legs, like cranes, but it looks like an eagle. It has this hawk. So on its face, head, it looks like an eagle, but it has very long legs, like a crane or ostrich. Okay, and they eat snakes. They're snake eaters. Okay, secretary bird, which is really cool. Hmm. What else? So I'm a gender egalitarian. Okay, I'm not a sexist. I love women at work, and many women have good leadership skill. Okay, I'm not against women becoming politicians because I know a lot of great female politicians. Okay, yeah, they have good leadership skill. Some female politicians do. Okay, and what else? Yeah, I love women at work. Back in the days in Asia, in Europe, women were not supposed to work. They were supposed to stay at home, right? But it changed. Okay, I'm glad it did because when I go to work, I love to see women because I'm a man. Do I want to see all guys? No, I want to see both guys and women. Okay, gender balance. Yeah, I think it's better that way. Okay. So Taliban regime in Afghanistan, right? I love Taliban. Okay, I'm a U.S. Army veteran. So, but let bygones be bygones. Okay, water under the bridge. Let's move on. Let's not think about the past. Forget about the past. Let's look toward the future. Okay, so Taliban is in control of Afghanistan now. I think they're doing a decent job. Okay, and so yeah, some people like criticize Taliban. They're too harsh. Maybe, yeah, but dictatorship sometimes work better than democracy. Okay, Genghis Khan, he was a dictator. Mongolia. Okay, what year? Like 1280, I guess, something like that. Okay, so about all right, Mongolia, because Mongolia back in the days there's a lot of tribal wars. But the strong leader, dictator Genghis Khan, he united Mongolia and stopped all these intertribal wars. In that sense, yeah, he saved a lot of people because people stopped fighting. He did kill a lot of people, Genghis Khan. Okay, so dictatorship sometimes work better because not every country is ready for democracy yet. They just fight each other, intertribal. So in that kind of situation, yeah, dictatorship work way better than democracy. Okay, because they are not ready for democracy yet. Democracy is more advanced concept. Okay, and every country go through in different stage of evolution in their country. Okay, so sometimes dictatorship work way better because they stop the intertribal civil war. A very strong leader. Okay, dictatorship sometimes work better than democracy. Okay, mhm. Because not every country is ready for democracy yet. Okay. What else? As a student of history, I know this. Okay. Politicians, some politicians major in history, like President George W. Bush Jr. Okay, but they didn't quite learn very well. All right. Yeah, President George W. Bush, he studied, he was history major in Yale, Ivy League school. Okay, I'm like, so what? I mean, the thing with we need elites. Okay, yeah, institutional elites. Yeah, we need them. Okay, they have their function in society. Okay, but as a political leader, ideal political leader, in my opinion, is somebody who take time to think on his own or her own and come up with some creative solutions. Okay, but to go to Yale, Harvard, MIT, Stanford, West Point, they have to overstudy to get into top schools like that. Okay, so they don't have time to think things through because they don't have any time to think independently and creatively. They're just too busy doing homework, heavy workload in those top schools or some high paying jobs in private organization or high governmental official jobs in public sector. They're just too busy. Okay. Yeah, obey, obey, and doing homework. Okay. So they don't have time to think independently. Okay. And they become not so good politicians. Mm. This is going the majoritarian because those institutional elites like Trump, sure, Trump, Biden, Obama, Bush, okay, Bush wasn't too bad, okay, but Trump, Obama, Biden, institutional elites, they're just too busy. They don't have time. They don't spend time alone, so they don't quite think. They're just going on the majoritarian views wherever the wind blows. Okay, lack of creativity. Okay, so they could not solve any problems because they're just too busy. They don't have time to think. No creative solutions. Okay, my political opponents like Sarah Palin, Kelly Chibaka, Lisa Murkowski, they're the same kind. Okay, they're just too busy. They're just like any other most politicians. Some politicians are good. Okay, but most politicians they're just too busy. Okay, but I've seen some good politicians though. Okay. Yeah, in Alaska. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm biased against Mukorski, Chibaka, or Palin because they are my political opponents. I'm biased against them. Okay, so yeah. So life is good, right? Yeah. Uh, so yeah, BTS. Yeah, not my cup of tea. They're too effeminate in my opinion, where I sometimes I do sing and dance like a girl, but BTS, yeah, not my cup of tea. Okay, they dyed their hair with some chemicals. Okay, well, back in the days when I was younger, I used to do that too. Okay, but they put some lipsticks on their lips. They have never done that. Okay, but BTS too effeminate. They put lipsticks on their lips and too chemical like hair dyeing and not my cup of tea. But they kind of enhanced Asian male status in the world, okay? Because they're Asian males, BTS, they're South Korean boys. I appreciate that, okay? Maybe I got some benefit from that. BTS, yeah, five boy, is it five boy, seven boy? I don't know. 방탄소년단, okay? It means bulletproof boys, okay? So, yeah, BTS, although I'm not a fan of their music or dancing, but I, yeah, sure. Congratulations and thank you for raising this status of Asian males in the world, including America. Okay, so thank you. Okay, maybe I benefited from that because I'm an Asian male too. So in the news nowadays, the Squid Game in Netflix. This like South Korean TV show, I guess. Squid Game. Well, congratulations. Okay, yeah, I guess it's becoming kind of internationally popular. Yeah. Also, yeah, the Parasite movie getting a lot of like Oscar best film. Well, congratulations. Okay, am I proud of them as a Korean American? The success like Samsung, LG, Kia, Korean companies. Am I proud of them? Yeah, sure. Yeah, congratulations. Okay. Am I jealous? Somewhat. I've been to Hollywood. I tried to make it big as a actor, director, writer. Did not happen, so I left Hollywood. So am I proud of those highly successful Koreans? Well, am I jealous of them? Yes, because I did try, I failed, and they succeeded. I didn't succeed in the entertainment business, show business. They did, but they stayed in South Korea. They still succeeded. I came to Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. I couldn't succeed. I failed. So am I jealous of them? Yes. Am I proud of them as a Korean American? The success of the South Koreans? Am I proud of them? Well, I say I'm jealous, okay, but am I proud of them? Well, I say congratulations, but am I proud of them as a Korean American? I don't want to say that, okay? I'm just jealous. Not too much, just a little bit. I say congratulations, okay? I'm glad they made it. I'm happy for them, yeah. But am I proud of them? I don't want to say that. I'm sorry. If I say I'm proud of them, you'll be a lie, okay? Because yeah, I'm happy for them, but they work very hard for it. International fame. They've been trying that for a long time. I know because I'm Korean American. Okay, I know their history. They tried that multiple times before. to get into international stage. Korean show business, like TV shows, movies, singers, dancers. Okay, I know. So congratulations. I'm happy for them. Okay, but am I proud of them? Uh, I I am. I don't want to say it. Am I jealous of them? Just a little bit. But am I proud of them? I'm sorry. I just cannot say it. Okay. Why? Uh, Korean movies, TV shows like Squid Game, Parasite, they use too much violence. And I don't like violence in movies or TV shows. Okay. 방탄소년단, Blackpink, I just don't like their music or dancing style or their costume. I'm happy they made it internationally. Happy for them. But am I proud of them? I cannot say it because I just don't like their show business style. Not my cup of tea. Okay, so but congratulations, all right. So, okay, let's take 5 minutes break, please. Okay, thank you. Mm, whatever. I'm proud of Korean K-pop classic back in 1990s. Love their dancing, love their music. 1990s, 1980s, 1970s, including some early 2000s. Okay, those classical K-pop. I'm very proud of them because I love their dancing and singing. Okay, so also Korean TV shows, Korean movies back in 1980s, 70s, 90s. I'm very proud of those classical Korean movies, TV shows. Okay, because I'm a huge fan of those. Okay, I'm very proud of those K-pop and Korean classics. Okay, show business. All right. Yeah, so I'm sorry I forgot. I was supposed to talk about homelessness, right? Yeah, it happens. Like after 5 minutes break, yeah, sometimes I forget what kind of topic that we're gonna talk about. Homelessness in Anchorage, okay. Yeah, so there's some organizations who study actually interview those homeless people, and I really appreciate their service. Okay, very knowledgeable. Learn great deal. Today's community meeting, Zoom meeting. Okay, so they say, yeah, some of those homeless people actually have a job. It's just that they cannot pay the rent because it's too expensive. Okay, some housing problem. Okay, okay. Yeah, I guess they need some kind of buildings, public housing where they can afford to pay. So they say, yeah, we interviewed those people, homeless people. Some of them came to Anchorage to get job opportunity. They're from remote village in Alaska. Uh, and some of them actually have jobs, but they just cannot afford the rent. Okay, so that's why they live in the tent. Actually, Anchorage history back in early 1900s, it was used to be tent city. Anchorage, Alaska, it became big town thanks to Alaska Railroad project, federally funded Alaska Railroad. What Alaska Railroad is about? It's about shipping mine like coal, gold, minerals, those mines. That's origination of Alaska Railroad to ship those coals, gold, silver, whatever minerals, precious minerals, and Alaska have a lot of that stuff. Okay, so that they have this train station. Okay, so that's how Anchorage became Anchorage. Okay, before that it was tent city. Okay, yeah, people came to Alaska to get this Alaska Railroad project jobs. Okay, and it was all tent city. Okay, they live in tents in Anchorage. Okay, yeah. Nowadays, yeah, there's homeless tents in public parks, and they trash the places. They defecate, urinate, and some furnitures like mattresses. Okay, in Matsu Valley, they have that too. Okay, so it's an issue. Okay, it's not hygienic because they just poo and pee everywhere. Okay, in the forest, mattresses and furnitures and all the garbages, trashes. Okay, homelessness is a big problem. Okay, not just in Alaska, anywhere, anywhere. Los Angeles, New York, you name it. Right. My solution would be this. Yeah, public housing is good concept. And some other cities like Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, whatever big cities, they have that program. Okay. Yeah, public housing. Okay. Yeah, affordable housings for people who work. Right. Yeah. But we need money. Okay. So if I'm president of the United States, yeah, all the oil pipeline, gas pipeline, natural gas, environmentally sound fashion, okay, and pebble mine, we need to make money. Yeah, we can do that environmentally soundly, okay. Yeah, we have those technologies nowadays. Huh? We need to make money, okay. Then, if we make enough money, we can help out those poor people and public housing, sure. But we need money, okay? Yeah, that would be my solution. So that's that, okay? I watched this Al Jazeera documentary about Pakistan. There was this gentleman who was wrongfully convicted for murder. Okay, the real murderer was politically well connected son of a politician, something like that. Okay, but he was too big to prosecute, so he in Pakistan they pick some random guy because they have to blame somebody for this murder event, but not the politician's son. Okay, so this innocent man went to jail because he was at the wrong time at the wrong place when the murder happened, I guess. So and he does not have any political connection, so he went to jail for it for the crime that somebody else committed, a politician's son in Pakistan. Okay, about 30 years ago. I really like Al Jazeera. Okay, they have very good journalism practice. Okay, so Qatar in Middle East. Okay, North Africa. Okay, so this gentleman is Muslim. Okay, he prayed to God, Allah, is same God. Okay, Yahweh in Judaism, God in Christianity, Allah in Islam is so the same God. It's just different languages, different names. Okay, but it's pretty much same God. Okay, so Abrahamic religion. Okay. So in jail cell, he was in jail for 20 years, okay, as a death row inmate for 20 years. He got death sentence, okay. He got convicted. But he would pray to God, his God in his religion, Islam, Allah, okay. He appealed to Pakistan Supreme Court and he was exonerated after 20 years. He spent 20 years in jail for the crime that he did not commit. So Pakistan Supreme Court, yeah, they look at the evidence and they realize that yeah, this is an innocent man. So they set him free after 20 years in jail. Okay, so now he's free man. Okay, he was in when he got out of jail. He was in his 50s, I think. He lost a lot of hair. Okay, almost like semi bald. He spent 20 years in Pakistan jail, on a death row. But he appealed. Pakistan Supreme Court, they set him free after 10 years in jail, waiting for execution. All right. Islam, religion, was all that he had. He prayed to his God, Allah. For 20 years on a death row for the crime that he'd never committed. For 20 years in jail, he prayed to his God, Allah, because he was Muslim, okay, in Pakistan. Now he lost a lot of hair in his 50s. He got out of jail, but he has some difficult time finding a job in Pakistan. Okay, I mean, even in America, United States of America, yeah, we did hear some of those stories. Okay, in documentaries, I've seen them. Okay, some of them are black, some of them are white. Okay, wrongfully accused people. So make interpretation in this humanology, in humanarical term, okay? Like three-tier system in the world. High upper echelon, you have celebrities, Hollywood movie stars, TV stars, singers, dancers, athletes like in football, baseball, basketball, or mixed martial arts, or politicians, celebrities way up there, okay? Then they're in the middle class. I guess I'm kind of middle class, okay? And then there's this, I don't want to call them low class, but low income families, okay? Working class, okay? Socio-economic echelon class, high, middle, and low, okay? In humanology, all we care about morality and happiness. That's all we care. Okay, if you are morally happy, you are happy, then that's a success. Okay, that's all we care about in humanology. But in sociology, psychology, yeah, more secular point of view. Okay, yeah, high class, middle class, low class. Okay, but we don't in humanology we don't define it as like as such. What we care about is happiness and morality. Then you are success. Okay. So this gentleman in Pakistan, okay, he was in jail for a crime he did not commit for 20 years. His religion, Islam, is all that he had. So he prayed to God for 20 years in jail cell, waiting for his execution because he was convicted for murder that he never committed. He was a scapegoat for this crime that some politically well connected politician's son. Okay, so but he got out of jail. Okay, after 10 years, Pakistan Supreme Court. Okay, they did a good job. Okay, then he was finding very difficult. He was very having difficult time finding a job. Okay, I think he got one. Okay, so and also he got a bride too, beautiful lady in Pakistan. Okay, like 20 years younger than he. Okay, maybe 30 years younger than he. Okay, so he got married. Okay, I think he found a job. I think. Okay, so yeah, happy ending, right? Yeah, congratulations, Mister. Hmm. So Islam, I think it's a good religion. Most Muslims, like 99% of them, they are peaceful. Yeah, Islam, Salam, okay, is a religion of peace. Salam, like Shalom in Hebrew, okay, it means peace. Okay, yeah, Salam alaikum, peace be unto you. Alaikum salam, yeah, peace be unto you too. Okay, Islam is religion of peace, and 99% of Muslims, they are peaceful people. Okay? Islamic jihadists, Islamic terrorists, they're not Muslims. They are just criminals who hide behind the religion of Islam. Okay, this is holy war. I- It's a facade. It's a lie. Okay, it's an excuse. They are just criminals. They are not true Muslims. Okay, because they are not peaceful. Okay, so these jihadists, these suicide bombers, ISIS, Al Qaeda, okay, they are not Muslims, okay? They pretend to be a Muslim. but they are not because they are not peaceful. They kill innocent people. Okay, they are not Muslims at all. All right, they are hiding. They pretend to be Muslims. They are hiding behind mainstream religion in Middle East, but they are not Muslims. They're just criminals. Period. Okay, but 99% of Muslims, they are peaceful people. They pretext their good religion. They are the religion of peace. Okay. So this gentleman, all he had was religion. For 20 years in Pakistani prison, he prayed to his God, Allah, and it worked. He survived and he got freed. Yeah, his God, Allah, answered his prayers after 20 years. Okay. We take 5 minutes break, okay? And we make some analogy between he and me. Okay, please feel free to take a guess what that analogy would pan out. Hint, we talked about this three hierarchy system, high, middle, and low. That's a hint. That's all I'm going to give you, okay? Please feel free to take a guess, okay, what this analogy would pan out between he and me, okay? He, 20 years in prison for the crime that he did not commit. Me, 5 minutes, I tell you, okay? So please use your imagination, okay? If you want to take a guess, okay? Otherwise, I just tell you in 5 minutes, okay? Thank you. Let me start cooking my dinner, okay? You just another bunch of hot dogs, okay? Okay, 5 minutes, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so what were we gonna talk about? I forgot. I'm sorry. We are about to talk about something. Let me try to remember. We talked about homelessness, right? And yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Me being a prisoner. Okay. Well, the thing is this. Okay, the hierarchy. Okay, I'm in the middle class, but I think I deserve to be, more higher class, a politician, maybe a movie star, celebrity, somebody very internationally famous. I think I deserve that. So I pray to God. It's been 20 years since I wanted to be famous. Okay, I'm 43 now. When I was in my early 20s, like 23, I've been praying, yeah, please God, make me famous. Yeah, I'm in middle class, but I think I deserve to be, higher class, high class, like celebrity, famous, Hollywood movie star or politician. Okay, I've been praying for that for 20 years. So there's some analogy there. Okay, I mean, wrongfully accused man in Pakistan, okay, in jail cell, there's like kind of in hell. You have earth, heaven, and hell, right? He was in hell, but all he wanted is to be where he belong. He think he belongs to where he's supposed to be, legally and morally, middle class. That's what he wanted. But he's now wrongfully accused. He's in jail, low class. He wanted to be in the middle class, get a job, get married, have kids. That's what he wanted. Me, I'm in middle class, but all my talents, knowledge is not being appreciated enough, acknowledged, because I believe I belong to high class, celebrity, like politician, movie star. Okay, so that's the analogy. Okay, I'm sorry if I offended anybody. Okay, there goes my election. Okay, yeah. Am I spoiled, greedy, selfish? I guess I am. Okay, but if I become a Hollywood movie star, I did try. I failed. I told you. Yeah, my movie Therapy for Mental Phobia. Kind and generous friends like you. Yeah, they saw it. Kind and generously. Maybe it was not that good. Maybe it was too boring, offensive, weird, strange, odd. Maybe. Maybe it was not good enough. The movie I made when I was in Los Angeles, California, in Mojave Desert, about 15 years ago. Okay, you know what? Now that I have some more friends in social media like Twitter, let me advertise this movie. Okay, I copy and paste. Using YouTube. Okay, now that I have more friends in Twitter. Okay, let me advertise this movie in social media. Okay, how do I copy this link? You know what? Let me do this in this computer. Okay, because give me 1 second. Okay, so this is the computer of my laptop. Okay, so let me look up this therapy for mental phobia. Okay, and then copy that link. All right, real quick. I go to YouTube and therapy for metaphobia. Just copy and paste over this link. Okay. I just posted in the social media. Okay, advertising my movie. Yeah, I hope they enjoy it. Okay, so okay, so that's that. Okay, so okay. Yeah, I'm spoiled. I'm greedy, hungry, selfish, but at the same time, I want to serve people. I want to solve solutions. I want to make the future generation be bigger and better than our current generation. I want to do my part. Okay, so it's not that selfish. Yeah, part of it is me wanting to get a lot of attention internationally. But they will make me very happy. Okay, I'm an attention seeker. I'm a sick attention seeker. Okay, adult attention deficit disorder, AADD. Okay, so but it's not always bad, right? Yeah, I want attention, but at the same time, when I'm out there, like U.S. president or Hollywood movie star, I think I can make some positive impact to the people, educate people, future generations, young people. Okay, yeah, because I'm an educator. Okay, that's how I grew up. When I did something wrong, people corrected me, disciplined me, punished me. Okay, I do the same thing. Okay, when people do wrong, when the people are wrong, I take it as my mission to correct them. I'm not going to just go along with mainstream majoritarian ideologies like COVID-19, climate change. No, I'm not going to go along with that. Okay, I will correct them. Okay, so because that's my upbringing, my background, how I grew up, how I was raised, by my parents and my teachers, professors, bosses, employers, colleagues, friends. They corrected me when I was wrong. Okay. So when I see people doing wrong things, I will correct them. I'm not going to go along with the majoritarian mainstream ideologies when it is wrong ideologies. No, I correct them. Okay. I have no problem doing that. Okay. So I'm a leadership material. I'm a leader. I'm not leady like Mukurski, Chibaka, Palin. Okay, I'm not one of those weak politicians. I'm not that. Okay. They happen to be Caucasian females, but I've seen very strong leadership material Caucasian female politicians. Okay. Yeah, but Chibaka, Mukorski, and Palin, they happen to be very weak politicians. Okay, I'm not picking on their race or gender. Okay, I'm not. Okay, it's just coincidental. Right? I've seen Caucasian female strong leaders in politics as a mother, as a community leader, businesswoman. I've seen them. Okay, Caucasian females, they can be very effective and strong leaders. I've seen them. Okay, but Chibaka, Mukoski, Palin, yeah, I don't think they are strong politicians. I think they are weak politicians. Okay, I'm biased because I'm running against them. Okay, okay, so it's like 10 o'clock right now. My dinner is just about to get ready in the microwave. It's just another bunch of hot dogs. Okay, so I put some onions, salsa, and green leaves, salad, spring salad, kinda. Okay, they're all from Walmart. Okay, so before they go bad. Okay, because I have to eat this. Okay, so yeah, I gotta eat. So I just advertised this movie, Therapy for Metaphobia, in YouTube. Okay, I just advertised this. Okay, so, yeah. I kind of enjoy friends like you. Okay, maybe they'll watch this movie maybe for 5 minutes. No problem. Okay, so, because now they have more friends in Twitter. Okay, so okay. How many followers do I have in Twitter? Like 50. Okay, very moderate. Okay, and some people like influencers in social media they have like millions of followings. I'm not that. I'm very moderate. Okay, I think it's because I do not go along with mainstream ideologies. Okay, so but hey, that's good enough. Okay, 50 friends in social media. That's good enough for me. Okay, yeah. We take 5 minutes break. Okay, and we some story time, right? Yeah, I tell you some stories when I was in South Korea as a high school. Okay, some of my loyal friends in South Korean high schools back in 1990s. Okay, I remember their names, their faces. My high school, a few good friends that I had in South Korea, 1990s. Okay, I remember their names, their faces, but I'm not gonna tell you their names. Okay, but I do remember their names. Okay, because I only have handful of friends. Where is it? South Korea. High school. Just handful. I just tell you that those stories. Okay. South Korea high school, 1990s. Okay. Handful of good friends like you. Okay. Very few. Like five of them. Less than 10. Okay. 5 minutes. Okay. And then I tell you. Okay. Korean high school stories. Okay. Yeah. Story time. Okay. Thank you. 5 minutes, please. Thank you. I tell you all about it. Okay. Yeah. Esoteric, exotic, South Korean high school story back in 1990s. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Story time. Sure. Let me turn off the heater. It's making noise. So I remember many friends when I was in Seoul, South Korea, high school, 1990s. Okay. Uh, I remember many. Okay. Seoul, South Korea, high school, 1990s. Okay. I had a few very good friends. It's all boys school. Okay, we're all guys, right? And we're heterosexual. Okay. You, some people say, "Why are you so gay?" I'm not gay. I'm straight. Okay. I'm heterosexual 100%. I just happen to be an actor. Okay. So I do this. Okay. I'm an actor. Okay. Class clown. I'm heterosexual. Okay. So yeah, we're all heterosexual. Okay. So South Korea high school. Okay. But it's all boys school. Okay. So I mean, I was not bullied. In middle school, I was bullied. So South Korea, okay. But in high school, I was not bullied, okay. But I only had a handful of friends because I'm kind of weird. Even in America, even in Alaska, okay, I'm kind of weirdo. I'm strange, weird. Because that's my personality. I like being weird, being strange, going against the majoritarian mainstream ideologies. Okay, I like being ideological minority. Okay, why? I like challenges. I like being a minority, going against the mainstream majoritarian ideologies. I like challenges. Okay, that's my upbringing, my background. Okay, challenges. When I was in South Korea, my father would take me to high mountains like Gwanaksan, outside outskirts of Seoul, South Korea. Okay, yeah, hiking. Okay, just climbing up the mountain. Okay, my father also would take me in fishing trip. Korean fishing is about all about patience. Okay, you have fishing rod, you put some bait like earthworm, and you just put in there and you wait, looking at that bobby, this floating device. If fish got hooked in this bait, fishing hook, okay, then this floating device, okay, it goes down and we hook it up. But I was not good at it because I was not that patient. Okay. My father would wake me up Saturday morning, like 4 o'clock a.m. My father was like, "Hey son, wake up. We're going to on a fishing trip." I was like, "Okay, dad." So my father would drive like 4 o'clock a.m. He got full-time job, but 4 o'clock in the Saturday or Sunday, he would wake me up to go to this fishing trip, like 2 3 hours outside of Seoul, South Korea, some country region, some lake or river. I would fall asleep in backseat of the car when my father was driving, and then we go fishing, casting the rod, and we just wait until some fish in Seoul, South, and outside of Seoul, South Korean fish bite this bait, but I was not that patient, okay, so I was not very successful in Korean fishing trip, okay. I just play with insects, dragonflies, and butterflies, and beetles, and some shrimps on the shore, some small fish, okay. I didn't have patience to stare at this floating device. Okay, so I didn't catch any fish. My father did. Okay, but he's a patient man. Okay, he's an economist, quite well known economist in South Korea. Okay, he's professor emeritus in economics. Okay, yeah, quite recently he published a book. Okay, I was like, yeah, congratulations, father, daddy. Okay, I read his book. Okay, couple of his books. I read his dissertation paper too, back in Cornell University. Okay, Ithaca, New York. Okay, he's a good writer. Okay, so my mother says, yeah, son, son, if you're a good writer, you got it from your father. Okay, but if you got good looks, you got it from me, your mother. Okay, I'm just paraphrasing a little bit. Okay, so my mother in Seoul, South Korea. Okay, they're doing great. Okay, they do exercise like dancing. Okay, and my mom kind of worried about my balding spot, but so I sent them my picture selfies, bathroom selfies, or whatever selfies, home selfies. Okay, yeah, no need to worry about my balding spot. I know how to cover it up. Okay, so my father, yeah, he's not worried about my balding spot. Okay, but he just want me to good jobs in my day job as a lawyer. Okay, so I'm like, oh, father, yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm doing good jobs. Okay, so but my parents, my mother, father, they're not quite interested in my politics. And they didn't care too much about my movie I made, Therapy for Metaphobia. Okay. They just want me to do a good job in my lawyer career. Okay. Actually, my parents in South Korea, they want me to come back to South Korea. I'm not an anchor baby. Okay. My parents, my siblings, they love South Korea. They are in South Korea and they love it. They want me to come back to South Korea and marry a Korean lady and have kids, grandkids. Okay, that's what they want from me. So I'm not an anchor baby. No, my Korean parents, siblings, they love South Korea and they want me to come back to South Korea and join them. Okay, but I don't think that will happen. Okay, because I love America. Okay, freedom, American freedom. Okay, so yeah, but back in 1990, South Korea high school, okay, I've a few good friends, okay. They were very protective of me. I was not bullied. Well, in high school, in middle school, I was bullied. Nobody protected me. I was alone in middle school, seventh grade, back in 1991. Okay, I was alone. But in high school, yeah, I mean, I had a few good friends, okay, and then they were very protective of me. Okay, some of my friends, muscle builder. Okay, also practice some martial arts. Some of my friends in high school, they're like street fighters. Okay, so because I was kind of political when I was in high school. Okay, so I befriended all those influencers, street fighters, muscle builders, and martial artists. Okay, also I befriended rock climbers. Rock climbers, okay? They call it bouldering down, okay? This artificial rock climbing, okay? I have some friends there too. I have some friends who practice taekwondo and some other kinds of martial arts, muscle builders, street fighting style, okay? So I had a handful of loyal friends who were very protective of me in high school. When I was in middle school, seventh grade, I was all alone. I was bullied. Okay. Eighth grade, second grade in middle school. Yeah, I picked up more martial arts like taekwondo and started studying again, getting back to Christianity religion. Okay. Yeah. So after that, it went very well. Okay. So But some of my Korean high school student friends, they were very good at basketball. Okay. And some of them were very good at mathematics, even better than I did. Okay. Some of my Korean high school friends were very good at basketball. Okay. They were also very good at mathematics, like probability theories. Okay. They could solve this probability problem, mathematics. Okay. Better than I could. Okay. I learned from them. Okay. We taught each other. Okay. Probability theory, mathematics, mutual education. I learned from them. I taught them some. Okay. But yeah. And they would give me good life advices. Yeah. Some of them older than me, same age or younger than me. Okay. Good life advices. We are teaching each other, learning from each other, mutual exchange of knowledge. That's how it was. 1990s back in South Korea. In America, same way. My friends, some of them younger than me, same age, older than me, okay? Mutual exchange of knowledge. Yeah. hmm America's big, all different races. Yeah. I have American friends of all different races. Blacks, whites, mixed races, Hispanics, Jews, Arabs, Middle Easterners, and Asians too. Okay. Alaskan natives, American natives too. Hawaiian natives. Okay. I ask them questions. What's your cultural background? Your ancestral wisdom and knowledge? And they will tell me, teach me. I was like, oh, thank you. Something I have never imagined to exist. Esoteric, exotic, ancestral wisdom of their own cultures. Huge fan. I'm a great appreciator, huge fan of those amazing world knowledge and wisdom accumulated by thousands of years of all those races, cultures, languages, genders too. Huge fan. Let's wrap it for tonight, okay? Yeah, my hot dog, they're getting ready, okay? So I gotta eat, go to bed, and get back to work tomorrow, okay? So, okay? Thank you for being my friend. God bless you for generation to come, okay? You are the future. Me? I'm just a beneficiary. If not, if I'm not a parasite to this society, I'm beneficiary, okay? Kind of like coexistence, kind of in ecosystem. What's that? Symbiology. Yeah, symbiology. Yeah, we're helping out each other. Okay. Symbiosis, right? Symbiosis. We are helping each other. Okay. Mm. In psychology, they call it codependence, but there's some negativity there. We don't want to say we are dependent. Okay. So I pose my objection to the psychology term. Okay. I would rather say, yeah, symbiosis in biology, ecology. Okay. Yeah, we're helping out each other to make a broader, bigger and better future, okay? For our future generation. We're helping out each other. Yeah, we are dependent upon each other, but I don't want to say that. It's kind of negativity, dependency. We don't want to say that. Okay. Symbiosis. Okay. We are helping out each other. I think that's a better way to say it. Same concept, but different language, but we want to be positive. We want to be children of God, children of light. We want to be positive and optimistic. Okay. So, yeah, we are helping out each other. Okay. Symbiosis. I think that's a better term. Okay. Yeah. When I first came to Alaska 6 years ago, I have flat tire. Okay, so I looked up some discount tire store. Okay, and they gave me some discount, and they took me my flat tire, old tire for recycling. Okay, and they told me, yeah, small people helping out each other. Okay, I really like that. Okay, that happened in Anchorage, Alaska, 6 years ago when I lived there. Okay. In Matsu Valley, yeah, some people call it like, yeah, valley trash, bedroom community, okay, because a lot of us come to Anchorage. We come home in Matsu Valley and we sleep. Bedroom community, okay. Whatever, okay, yeah. We make fun of each other, okay, no problem. They call us valley trash. Bedroom community, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever, okay. We make fun of each other. It's just jokes, okay, so whatever, okay. But yeah, Alaska is very small community, not that many people. Okay. Yeah, Alaska has some problems with violent crimes, domestic violence. Okay. We solve it. Okay. Engineers, we are problem solvers. I'm a software engineer, computer programmer. Okay. Back in the days, we solve problems. That's what engineers do. I have engineering background. Kind of software engineering, kind of software engineering. For so what? Okay. Hardcore engineering, like electrical engineering, mechanical engineering. Okay. I'm softcore engineer. Okay. Software engineering. Okay. I'm like, so what? Oh, so let's wrap up for tonight. Okay. My dinner is getting ready. I have these two hot dogs. Okay. It's this cilantro, this amazing Mexican style, this salsa, and chopped onions from Walmart. Okay. I enjoy that. Okay. So, okay. Thank you. God bless you for generous to come. Okay. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for loving me. Kiss, kiss. Thank you. I hope you don't have nightmares about me, okay? But when Asian guys, when we kiss, like, yeah, it may cause some nightmares, some anxiety. I'm sorry, okay? But you got my blessings, okay? So hopefully you don't have any nightmare from me, okay? So, okay? Okay, thank you. Good night. Bye. God bless you. Kiss, kiss. I love you. Thank you. Bye. Good night.